A pizza, you spanner. He went, oh, sure. He said, what sort would you like? I said, I'd like a large crusty supreme. And they sent round Diana Ross. Because the thing is, you know, a lot of people, they ask me where I get my sense of humour from, right? And I always tell them it comes from my family, especially my granddad, right? Because my granddad, he was an Elvis impersonator, and there weren't a lot of call for that in 1938. And see, because my dad, right? My dad was a librarian, and when I was born, I was 3 weeks overdue, and he fined me mum £1.50. And my mum was a Methodist and my dad was a spiritualist, which made me a methylated spirit. And I remember, because they never used to like, especially my dad never used to like Jehovah's Witnesses. He used to say the funniest thing about Jehovah's Witnesses is when they all die, they go up to heaven and God and St. Peter are hiding behind the gates going, shh, pretend we're not in. Right? But I remember... One of my earliest memories, right, was my 7th birthday, right? My mum and dad took me around to see my granddad, right, and it was on my birthday. I was 7 years old, right, and my granddad was out the back digging the garden going, yeah, get down. And what he done, right, he looked at me out the corner of his eye, right, because his eyes were very small, he didn't want to use them up in one go, right? And he come over to me, picked me up and threw me in the air and walked away. And when I came to, he was standing over me. He said, well, it's your birthday today, and I said, that's right, Grandad. He said, what would you like? I'll get you whatever I can. So I said, well, Grandad, I'd really like a bike. He said, bike? I thought you already had one. I said, well, I have. He said, not for me. He said, who's it for? I said, it's my little toy monkey. Mummy bought me a monkey today. And I thought, if I've got a bike, he's got one, and we could go out together riding down the park. He went, that's a nice idea then. What's your monkey's name? So I said, Spank. He went, oh, that's nice. So he said, you come down the garage with me and show me Spank the monkey. I see what I can do. So we went down the garage together and I showed him my monkey and he said, oh, it's lovely. And he got this box out. I said, what's in there, Grandad? He said, magical equipment and apparatus. So I said, really? He said, yeah, I'm going to make your bike out of this stuff. And he got out this old cigar box, and a reel-to-reel tape recorder, and broken up old Tonka toys. I said, Grandad's a load of old junk. No one can make a bike out of that. He said, I can, because I'm your magic Grandad. And this is what my Grandad made for me on my 7th birthday. A gentle breeze from Hushabye Mountain softly blows for Lullaby Bay. Waiting to sell. I told you it was cack, didn't I? The words away. It's not too far from Hushabye Mountain, and your boat waits down by the quay. The winds of night are so softly sound, so no sound your worries. So close your eyes on Hushabye Mountain. Wave goodbye to cares of the day and watch your boat from Hushabye Mountain sail far away from Lullaby Bay. See you everyone.
gentlemen, Mr. Joe Pasquale. Joe Pasquale, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it one more time for Mr. Joe Pasquale, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, legends, you know, Leslie's been really... Oh, listen, if anyone's into the practical jokes, right, these are two of the best practical jokes in the world you've got to do, right? What you've got to do, you've got to pick up the phone and phone the local library. And when they answer, go, yes, can I help you? Go, no, I'm just browsing and put the phone down. It'll be great, right? But better than that, this is the best one ever, right? Best one ever. What you've got to do is, right, next time you go to Blackpool, anywhere in the world that's got a roller coaster, right, you've got to have someone sitting next to you on a roller coaster, right? Get on the big one in Blackpool anywhere, right? And you've got to have someone sitting there, and you also got to have a screw in this hand, right? And you sit down, and you know they put that barrier into place, it clips into place over your stomach, right? And he starts chugging off, and just before you go to that first drop, bend over, pretend to pick up the screw, and go, where the bloody hell's that come up? It's great. You know, what I want to do, legends, as well, you've been really nice tonight, and I like to take photographs of all the audiences that we work to, and tonight I forgot to bring the camera with me, so what I've done, I actually picked up one of those disposable ones on the way here today, so if you hang on for a sec, we'll still do it, right? So, that bloke there, if you could jump up on the stage, could you just jump up and use the stairs there, sir, that's it. What's your name, sir? Jim, okay, Jim, if you just come up on the stage, what I want you to do, Jim, is just run across there as quick as you can, Jim. It's got to be at least 30 miles an hour, that's it. No, you've got to go quicker than that, you silly old sod, that's it, quicker than that. Come on, one more time, Jim, one more time. Yes, Jim, you've done it, yes! A round of applause, well done, Jim, well done, son. Well done, Jim. Well done, Jim. Jim, you'll have a letter in about 11 days' time, okay? £30 fine. Legends, you have been really nice. Thank you very much for coming to see the show tonight. And I want to do something special tonight, Legends, because I've had a few requests, and this is my favourite thing that I like to do, Legends, because this was from my mum, right? Because when I was little, my mum had these weird sayings. She used to say stuff like, it's the early bird that gets the worm, but the second mouse that gets the cheese. Not quite sure what that really meant, but she used to say it a lot. And the thing is, lady, with my mum, right, she was a bit weird, my mum, and said, and she used to have other sayings like it's better to light a candle than to light a fart, which I always found stupid, you know. Because she used to actually collect goldfish farts for spirit levels, right? And no, really, you don't have to do that, because the thing is with my mum, ladies and gentlemen, I remember, it was first Christmas that I remember, first time I remember it snowing, like, I was about 4 years old, right, and I was sitting on her lap and there was a noise on the roof, and I said to Mum, Mum, what's that noise? Is that snow? She said, no, it's reindeer. I went, oh. And my mum loved it when it snowed. She used to say it was the only time of year that our garden looked as good as everybody else's, right? And she let me go out and play it on Boxing Day. There was a great big like blanket of snow out there. I went out and playing it, right? And it was the first time I wrote my name in the snow. I was like that. But because I'm dyslexic, I wrote Trevor. But it didn't matter, right? And my sister was really jealous because girls, you can't write your name in the snow. You haven't got the apparatus for the job, have you? Well, not unless your name's Whoosh. So what I done, right? What I'd done for my sister, I actually made her a special present one year. I actually made her a stencil so she could do it. So I've gone and made her that. So all she had to do was lay it on the snow like that and just... Okay, and as you know, snow don't last very long once the weather warms up. And as a 4-year-old, that's a difficult concept to come to terms with. So what I done, I said to my mum, I was a bit upset. I said, Mum, where's the snow gone? She says, melted. She says, well, can I have some more? She said, yeah, you can when it snows again. I said, when will that be? She said, I don't know. So I said, well, will you make me some snow? I said, I can't make snow. I said, but you're my mum. You make everything. You make my dinner. You make my bed. You make Dad angry. You must be able to make snow. She went, all right, go in the kitchen then, get me like a bottle of water and a cup and a serviette, something like that, or a paper napkin, something like that. So that was what I'd done. I went and got a paper napkin like that and a bottle of water. She poured some water into the cup. She went, watch this. I'm going to do some magic for you. She folded the serviette in half. Again, in half. She went, watch, it's going to be like snow. It's going to be like magic, watch. She went, it's like magic, isn't it? I said, no. Just you've written up bits of paper and thrown it in the air. She said, don't be such an impatient little bugger. Wait a minute. She opened up the paper napkin and she went, look, this is a snowflake. Like that. Now, no, really, I wasn't as easily impressed as that, I've got to be honest. I said, I think that's just a load of old pants, that is, you ripping it up. And she went, wait a minute, the magic hasn't started. And she put the tissue in there, and she gave me a straw. And I got a straw, and she dug it out like this. She went, this is real snow.
Pasquale, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Joe Pasquale. Let's hear it one more time for the one, the only Mr. Joe Pasquale, ladies and gentlemen. You're still sitting there, ain't you?